we look to others for permission that we really just want for ourselves, from ourselves even. Just that permission to do and say and be and think and act how we want to. But we're afraid. We're afraid of the repercussions. We're afraid if we make a decision in our business that something won't go well, and then we'll blame ourselves. We'll guilt and shame ourselves, and those negative emotions feel bad. And trusting yourself is also referred to in the community as self-sourcing. So when you're about to make a decision in your business, do you trust your own instinct? Of course, if it's something like, hey, what email marketing platform should I use? Yeah, you can ask for other people's opinions. But the thing is even when I started my business, like, yes, I hired a lot of mentors and I did a lot of that stuff, but I always just wanted to get things done. So I would just start doing something. It came to be a lot of trial and error for things. So I would do something. So for example, let's use my example with my website. Like, I didn't really listen to anybody. I was just like, oh, I'll just use Wix. I cannot tell you how many hours I've spent on Wix in the first year of my business. So in 2018, when I made $0 basically, I think I made maybe like $500 actually. So not bad, but I spent so much time on Wix. I spent so much time like fucking around with it and doing so many things. And then I ended up switching to Kajabi, and yes, that was a total waste of time with my Wix website, but like, I learned so much about websites using that website. I always glean the lesson from everything that I do. I usually do trust myself. Even if it ends up like not being the best choice, I have 100% learned a lesson from it, or it's worked out. And honestly, you can't lose if that is your perspective. And at the end of the day, all we're trying to do is cultivate that trust in ourselves so we can feel good about it. I always say this, how like we're always seeking a feeling. And when you can trust yourself, it feels really good. Now, I'm not saying you can't have a mentor or you can't look to other people, but it just means like putting mentors and other people that make lots of money on a pedestal is a silly thing. I used to think that people that made lots of money were like so much smarter than me or whatever, but they're not. They just have lots of money, and they've probably made some good decisions and done this and done that, and there's no reason as to why I can't have that either. But I didn't believe that back then. And when you put somebody on a pedestal, you tell yourself, I can't get there. That's not possible for me. But we're all just fucking throwing shit at the wall. We're all just doing things that work for us. So the more that you trust yourself, and even if things go wrong, you trust that you'll be okay, the better things will be.